I read something when I was still a comedian in the Greenwich Village. A friend of mine, Bob Altman, not Robert Altman, Bob Altman. He told me about Arthur Kessler's act of creation. And in the act of creation, Arthur Kessler, I don't remember the details of this well enough to do it justice, so I'm going to have to shorthand it to the part that meant something to me. He showed a triptych, a three-paneled illustration. And and there were several listings down, several listings in the vertical column, each of them. And then, of course, you could go look across from one triptych to the second to the third. And that was the progression of a creative person. And the jester was in the first triptych. And the jester is, of course, a person who makes jokes. He makes these funny jokes. But if he has ideas attached, if the jokes are built on sound ideas, if there's something philosophical in his thinking that the jokes illuminate, then he's a bit of a philosopher too. So he goes to the second part of the triptych. Jester becomes jester philosopher now. And if he does those things with marvelous language, language that thrills us, particularly graceful combinations of words and runs and rhythms of language, then he becomes a poet as well. And so the jester has become a philosopher poet, and he's all one. And I read that at a very young period before my development really kicked into gear. And yet somehow it stayed with me. And I think I can now do a little justice to that theory.